Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. For those who don't know, Appa was actually I grew up in a place called Johor Bahru, but I was actually born in this place called Parit Jawa or Patong. They always call it Patong in Muar. Okay, because my parents are actually from Muar, and I was born in the car when my parents they were on their way to going back to their hometown. So I think few km before they're reaching, I was born in the car. Okay, so now there is actually one very famous dish in that area. It's called Patong Assam fish. So it is the actually Chinese style of making Assam fish, and I made before, but that is based on what I know. I mean, based on what I guess how they made it. Pretty close, but not quite. Then recently there was a friend who actually told me roughly how was it to be done. So I'm trying to use that method. Still very similar to what I used to do. Okay, now first of all, actually the very unique thing is actually their sambal. I will put the making of this sambal after this because I already used out part of that sambal for stir frying another signature dish, which is the stir frying sambal prawn the other day. So this is about close to 2 tablespoons. Okay, actually the more the merrier. Very fragrant. Okay, this is really fragrant, made out of dried chili, onions, chopped onion and chopped garlic. Okay, very fragrant. Then I'm going to use a bit of luxury today. I'm going to use a Chinese pomfret. How do you differentiate between a Chinese pomfret and white pomfret? Very easily, actually, just to look at the tail. If it is very thick, it is the Chinese pomfret. It is very, very sharp and thin, then that is the sorry, let me do this again. If it is very thick like this is the Chinese pomfret. If it is very sharp and thin, then you are looking at the white pomfret. Okay, so Chinese pomfret in Malaysia and Singapore is very, very famous. It's because the meat is very meaty, very sweet and very tender. My favorite fish. And then this is the diluted Assam paste, tamarind paste. Okay, so what I normally do is I will take 2 tablespoons, big tablespoon of tamarind puree, okay, or tamarind paste. Then I will dilute it in hot water and remove all the seeds. Okay, so this is the Assam, and you can also add some Assam keping if you want. Yeah, to me this is actually good enough. And also the broth is actually just water. Yeah, the broth is just water. And don't worry, because this water later is going to be infused from the Assam itself. It also is going to contain the nice flavor and the sweetness from the fish itself. You can use any kind of fish that you like. Stingray, snapper, any fish. Okay, you can even throw in prawns. Okay, so this fish today I'm using is about 400 gram. Like, is it 400 gram? I think so. Which cost me about 40 ringgit, I think. I bought it online. Okay, very easy dish. Let's start cooking. Hi, this is Cooking Appa. You're looking at some dried chili blended and also some shallot and garlic. I'm trying to make a simple sambal, and this sambal I'm going to keep it for different type of dishes. Okay, I'm going to keep it for my Patong Assam fish also, but I'm going to cook that other day. Today I'm going to use this sambal to stir fry some prawn, which is the Muar style. Yeah, it's going to be a bit little bit bitter, a little bit darker in color. I will try to see whether I can replicate this dish or not. Usually they use prawn and sotong, yeah, prawn and squid, but my family don't really eat squid, so I did not put sotong. Okay, so what you're seeing here is about 3 big tablespoons of chopped shallot, 3 big tablespoons of chopped garlic, and this is about maybe almost a bowl of dried chili soaked and then blended. Okay, I did, as you can see, it's more creamy because I did not add in water. I actually add in some oil to expedite the blending process. Okay, so we need to fry these three together. Okay, every time when you are dealing with chili, you need a lot of oil. I'm going to put a bit more oil here so that I can actually keep the oil in a glass jar later and keep it in the fridge. I'm going to cook actually a bit more, yeah, for me to keep for other usages. So we can actually put in the onion, saute this for about a minute, then only I will add in the garlic. We will come back shortly. This is after about a minute or two sauteing under medium-high heat here. Then I'm going to add in the garlic. Okay, I'm going to saute these two together for about another minute or two before we add in the chili. Alright, you start seeing some of the garlic and onion started to turn brownish. Don't wait until everything turn brownish. Now is the time for you to add in the chili paste. Okay, use dried chili on this. It will be a lot more fragrant. And feel free to add more oil if you find the chili has soaked out all the oil. Oh, very choking. And you want to turn down the fire a little bit. Wow, very choking. Alright, I think my oil is excuse me, sorry, sufficient at this time. Okay, so I'm going to slowly use about medium heat, okay, to slowly saute this sambal, this chili paste, for at least a couple of minutes, at least 3 to 5 minutes slowly. But you need to keep on stirring so that it will not get burnt. Okay. Okay, this is after about I think 5 minutes. Slowly sauteing. It's very choking. I kept sneezing non-stop. You can actually see the color of the chili actually gets darker. Sign of telling you the chili is actually turning more cooked right now, and also the fragrance is really started to release. Very nice flavor right now. Now I'm going to off the heat. Basically, the chili is almost done. I'm just going to do some a bit of seasoning with salt and sugar. That's all. Usually I will add a lot of sugar, but not this round. That is not the kind of sambal that I'm making now. I'm going to make this round is more like a condiment for me to cook some other dish, not a sambal by itself. If it's a sambal by itself, I will actually put in more. I'll add in a lot more sugar. Okay. All right. It's basically done. So I'm going to take out the chili. This is my very fragrant chili paste, and can use this on my Assam fish also, the Muar style Patong Assam fish. Very choking, but it's very beautiful, isn't it? So I'm going to use this chili to this sambal to stir fry my prawn. Okay, if you are using a stainless steel wok like Appa, always add oil in cold wok. Then only you raise the heat. This will reduce the sticking problem. If you want to know the details of the wok I'm using, I will try to put it into the description box. And by the way, Appa's, you will find Appa will upload 4 new video every week on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday Malaysian time 7 p.m. Okay, just come back at that time. Ooh, you got some water inside the wok. I wasn't careful enough. My bad. Okay, be careful. Always wipe your wok dry. There was some water inside. Okay, I'm going to put in part of the sambal here. Just to let the oil to infuse with the nice chili paste, and then I'm going to put in the Assam, the hot water, just enough to cover the fish. Sometimes Appa asks me, Appa, how much liter or ml that you have put in the water? I really don't know, because it really depends on what is the size. What is the size of your wok, and what is the size of your fish? You want the broth to be nicely covered, yeah, to cover the fish totally. Okay, I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then we can actually put in the fish. Okay, very fast. It is now boiling. I'm going to put in the fish. I did marinate my fish with some salt, and I also cut 2 slits on the body on the top of the fish, as you can see from here. Okay, can you see? Okay, put it in. And I'm going to let the fish cook for about 6-7 minutes in the broth, maximum 8 minutes. I'll probably flip it over halfway. Okay, so just use medium high heat to cook it. It's almost done actually. Very simple, isn't it? Very, very simple. It's all about the sambal and the Assam. Okay, it's all about the sambal and the Assam, and they don't put a lot of other ingredients. That's all. And we want to see at the end, before we serve, we want to put in some seasoning like salt and sugar. That's all. Okay, so we will come back in about 6-7 minutes. Alright, just halfway I actually flip my fish around, and now it's after cooking about 7 minutes plus under medium heat. Yeah, medium heat for the past, yeah, about 7 minutes plus. Okay, my fish is definitely cooked, and what I'm going to do here is carefully take out the fish. Then I can do some final seasoning. Alright, okay, let's do some final seasoning here with some salt and sugar. But let me taste the broth a bit first, because the fish is already added with some salt just now. Nice sourish. Beautiful sourish flavor. Let me give it some salt. Balance it with some sugar. Actually, the sugar will enhance the potency of the salt itself. I don't mind giving it a little bit of fish sauce. Probably not. It's okay, next time. Okay. So I'm just going to pour this over to the fish. The restaurant will normally add a little bit of chicken powder and MSG, but I don't use these two at home. So you can actually mix it with some chicken stock if you like, and that's all. Yeah, then it will be very, very similar. Okay, let me off the fire. Okay, let me pour the broth, the nice soury broth on top of the fish right now. Alright, it will go very well with white rice. And not forgetting, just now we still have some chili paste we just put on top. I actually use microwave to heat up the chili paste for like 20-30 seconds. Alright, there you go. Patong Assam fish. Okay, so if you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to a friend. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.